Hey y'all, it's your girl Lizzie Yayo, forever keeping it in the bando, and I am here with the infamous Greg. What you go by, CEO Greg?
Yeah, but you know, Greg, that's my name, so you're right. You're on point.
We're here in Atlanta at this beautiful estate, and I am honored to be able to have this opportunity to interview you today.
Yeah, I'm honored to be here. We've been going back and forth. So it's definitely only right to chop it up with the people. Also, give them some of the insight what we share. During our business conversation.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, what inspired you to start Hitsonfye?
Really? Um, I came back in the industry because I had took a break for like a few years and started a trucking company. And when I came back in the industry, I needed to, come at a different angle, but still wanted to, stay traditionally within the same, realms of the way the industry was operating. So I started a new entertainment company, Hitsonfye, which was originally a record label, and I signed the artist to the record label, and then we didn't go as planned. I invested a lot of money, and the artist took off on me, and so I turned Hitsonfye to Hitsonfye DJs, and we brought in a bunch of DJs from all over the country, and we pushed it forward. We've got some artists, blah blah. How did I come up with Hitsonfye, and why did I come up with Hitsonfye? Because we getting behind new hits. We get behind new hits. New artists is not over. Um, you know, Hits is still being made. You feel me? So we just a representation of the new industry and in the new developed industry also, and just pushing it forward and developing its core sound.
Okay, I love that. So, for people that are coming up trying to start their own record label, because this isn't the first instance that I've heard of artists, taking it to the next level and situations happening, how would you advise them to go about it with helping and building the career of an artist?
Um, I don't know. Run that last part by me again. So how would it?
Like, how would you tell a record label or even a manager that is assisting an artist to get to that level that they're looking for
Okay.
and protect themselves?
Okay. Well, they're gonna need to know the business, because in order to get to a level and protect yourself, you have to understand the business, or you're gonna get to that level unprotected and you're gonna lose. So protection comes in your knowledge of your music registration, how you're gonna make money, the people that you need to put on your team, because that's all gonna be vital. The protection come in through counsel, through having an entertainment attorney, you know, confidence. Protection is your confidence, and your confidence is in your team, your knowledge, your experience, and the experience and knowledge of others that you're bringing around you to put on your team. So if you want to blow up, I'm going to tell you first to, invest into protection, which is like we were just saying, the knowledge. You need that knowledge and understanding and wisdom and counselship so that you can, have a successful run and you can scale your business.
I appreciate that. What's the biggest challenge that you faced thus far in the industry?
Man, industry people, industry not the same no more. You got a lot of haters and wannabes. You got a lot of wannabe people in the music industry, and I come from an era where there was a lot of certified. You had to be certified. You had to do what you said you was going to do. You had to be who you say you are. This is an oversaturated industry where so many predators and pretenders have infiltrated, and with the mask on, as though that they certified. So this has also created a war within the industry amongst professionals and wannabes. So now you have and there was so many different artists in the tug of war, and wannabes pulling the artists one way, the real people trying to educate them to come the right way. So wannabes, fake promoters, fake people that don't have a heart for the artists, just coming in here to try to make money, without a real passion. That is the biggest issue in the industry, because the artists is running into these people and getting taken advantage of. And typically the new artists, the new blood, the new growth, the babies, is running into these wannabes, these pretenders, these predators, and they get taken advantage of. But this is what I want to say also, because I screamed out about it. These people have names. This is not the whole industry. So if you listen to me and you in my language, I do have some particular people that I could point fingers at, but this is not what I'm here for.
Right. Well, I appreciate it because people do need to know that. They need to know to be careful within the industry and invest in their time and their money. So I kind of skipped past it. Tell the people who you are and what it is that you do.
Okay, well, CEO Greg Hitsonfye. I jumped in 1999. My mother, she had me at the door as a promoter. I watched the music business all my life, pretty much. My mother was a rapper, and she chased getting the record deal. She used to have us on the road with her, taking us to the studio. I had an opportunity when I was a kid to be in the studio with producers like E-Bass, who went on to produce for Beyonce and Mariah Carey, Jay-Z, him and Kanye. I had an opportunity to just grow up around it. So, by the time I was 17, 18 years old, my mother, she put me at the door and she made me a promoter. I just ran with it from there. 2004, I professionally started in the music entertainment industry with getting behind other artists and, pushing other artists forward. I had the opportunity to be a part of Ply's early career, Jeezy early career, working directly with their companies, not the artists, but with their companies. So this is, I do everything. I started as a promoter, went on with the radio, 91.1 for years. We covered 150 miles of radio. I broke a lot of artists on the radio. I ran the clubs in the area. So I got them I put them on the radio, and I brought them and broke them in the clubs. And, I had the street, I had a store, sold music. You know what I mean? From that, the managing, I managed a gold-selling R&B artist, Jay Shay, back in the day. Had the opportunity with helping his career get back going again. I've had a lot of management experience too over the years. Blood Raw, we worked with Blood Raw Project. He was signed with Jeezy. So I do a whole lot: marketing, promotion, music consulting. The shebang. Strategizing, data analysts, because now we invested into adapting and educating ourselves to be able to be a force in the new industry that's controlled by data. So in the new industry, where everything we was in the old industry, and also the data analyst, somewhat of a data scientist, you know what I mean, to be able to make informed, targeted decisions based on understanding data. You know what I'm saying? So I can be all over the place. Really, I'm a little bit of everything, but I'm a CEO because I can run a company with all of these different functions and tell everybody how to do their job properly, because I've done everybody's job already.
That is so amazing. Now that being you're a CEO and you have the experience and the knowledge to teach others, how is it trying to teach someone what you know so that you can function and have that team?
Ah, my God, I tried it so many times, and it's extremely frustrating, especially when there's older people and you're trying to educate them, and they may not be getting it. You understand? Right. So and then I would like to work with younger people, try to teach younger people, but then a lot of time they don't value because of the disconnect between the old and the young. So it could be a challenge trying to just teach anybody in this world right now, because they have to want it and want to learn it, and want to change, want to be better people.
Right, I agree. What are the? Go ahead.
All right.
Okay. What are the top 3 qualities that will make a successful artist?
Well, consistency. Artists that need to have consistency. They're gonna have to have that drive. There's a lot of things you're gonna need. You passion. You're gonna need a good attitude. You're gonna need a good character. You're gonna need somebody behind you, other than yourself, financially, if you don't have it yourself. But if you don't have that person, you need to be behind you financially. You know, so you got to have faith in yourself. You have to believe in yourself to invest into yourself. You know, you can't look for other people to do more for you and to believe in you more than you believe in yourself or would do for yourself. And this is what I see happening in the independent industry a lot of time. Like, you know, no accountability and responsibility, you know, to be successful on one's own, you know, time frame.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And now it's all in your hands and in your time. You know, you got it to do it. You know, and to be successful, you know, in innovative ways, not even in the same way that, you know, everybody is doing it. Now you got so many different channels and algorithms to where, you know, you can be creative in the way that you blow up.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Now, I know that you had said that there has been a big difference as far as upcoming in the music industry, as far as, I'm not going to say exploitation, what's the word that I'm looking for? Getting out there, you know. What is the biggest difference to you? And is it harder now that we have more access to the internet?
Yeah, because it's everybody on the internet. So you got over 1 billion people logging in every day, 1 billion people. You know, it's like driving through downtown Atlanta at 5 p.m. Or downtown Manhattan at 5 p.m. It's going to be almost standstill traffic. So this is the atmosphere in the industry. If you could see it in the visualization, standstill traffic in the music industry. You feel me? So in order to, you know, bypass that standstill traffic, you're going to have a strategy and a tactic, you know, an understanding of other routes. You feel me? So because everybody that's in traffic is all traveling in the same direction. They all don't know other routes. They only know that one route, so they're gonna all gather and bunch their way in. So if you want to be successful, you have to figure out a way around. You have to figure out back roads and back streets and understand where you at. You're only gonna know that if you're looking at a map. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you understanding where you at, so you can make the right decisions, so you can get away around and live away by not doing what everybody else is doing and going in the same route and way that everybody else is going.
That's a fact. How do you manage all of the roles that you do have?
Simple. I just keep it simple. You know, I don't bite off more than I can chew. I would say, yeah, the things that I know I can't do. You know, I don't take on too many clients I know I, you know, can't handle. You feel me? So you never do too much. You never bite off more than you can chew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I that's how I manage everything, is by, you know, budgeting my time and understanding that I'm only, you know, in my own skin one person, but of course I do have a team also, you know, but managing everything on a personal level, it just takes to keep everything simple. Like when stuff start getting complicated, then confusion comes. You feel me? So just keep it simple.
Okay. Now, with the rise of social media, how did you change your market ways?
Ooh, I was a king at MySpace. I was a king at Facebook when it first started, but it took me a long time to figure out Instagram. And that's where the money is at. That's where everything is at, if you ask me. You know, a lot of gossipers and stuff on Facebook, just watching and looking and stuff like that. But so, you know, now he was asking about the
like the social media, like how were you able to maneuver?
So basically, I went and I did as much research as possible, and I went and, you know, paid for some mentorship, some stuff like that, to learn from people that knew more than me, you know, and because that's the way you know, adapt and you evolve, is you learn from people that's already in the space. So I sought out after people who was being successful, and I learned from those people, and that's how I, you know, have been able to create a newfound presence on social media, and also be able to teach other people, you know, how to navigate and move around social media from my knowledge and experience. So you know, moving around in this is a very important thing, but you gotta, you know, have the knowledge to do it, because there's a lot right now. Algorithms change, and update these platforms on a regular basis. So if you don't have real knowledge about this stuff, when the update happens, you're gonna be lost. You may not come back after the update.
Mm. What are some mistakes that artists make or artists make?
They don't want to know their fans. They only want the fans to know them. They only want the fans to be interested in their music, but they're not interested in the fans. So when I ask the majority of the artists, who is your fans? The majority of them can't tell